And we're recording. Alright, so how do you think this community center brings this community together?
Well, my experience with this community center has been really over the last 2 months because I'm the new director of recreation here in Mill Valley. And pretty much from the first moment that I walked into this building, I found it to be a really welcoming place. It seems to be a place where everyone in the community kind of converges. I know there was a lot of excitement about building the center for that reason. People here in Mill Valley wanted kind of a central meeting place. And, when I come out of my office, it's just I never know really what's going to be going on in the Cascade room or here in the lobby because it's just a variety of people coming into the center to do lots of different things. I also think it's a place that really helps people feel more connected to their community because they can come and get involved with lots of activities. They can enjoy each other's company. They can have family functions here, or they can do things with their community or their work here. So we offer, just the space and the time to actually have people come and meet.
That's neat. How would you say the pool and the weight room work as
Well,
bringing them together?
The Aquatics and Fitness Center is, but it's also a place that I think people really count on. Helpful to folks. Kids do the splash camps, and days a year where we're not, kids. And pretty much all different age groups come into that space to recreate, to take fitness classes, to swim. So it's a huge resource for part of a creative process, deciding, what kinds of activities do we want to be involved. But it's also, I think, helpful to folks because we have, the kids zone, so you can have childcare, while you're working out or while you're taking classes or swimming. In the summertime, we have all different kinds of camps. So we have little kids do the splash camps, and then we have, kids more your age that come in and do, swim parties. And,
nice. How would you say, is that Teen Zone is what it's called?
The Teen Zone?
Yeah, how would you say that helps out?
Well, I know the teens, they've been doing a lot of leadership academy, and the teens are really involved right now in kind of developing what the Teen Zone is and wanting it to be something that offers lots of different programs that they're most interested in. I think that's one of the powers of the Teen Zone is that the teens themselves get to be part of a creative process and deciding, what kinds of activities do we want to be involved in. And I know, this last summer they had a lot of teen activities where teens got to go out and go on kind of adventure camps where they went all over. The teens that we have here are really invested in doing also community-based projects, so they go out on beautification days and they do projects outside of just the Teen Zone. They get involved in things.
Nice,
so
that's cool.
It is cool.
What would you say, what was the age group of the Teen Zone?
I think it's tweens and teens, so I think it starts around 12 and goes up to 17.
Oh, nice.
A lot of the older kids, though, were getting involved in mentorship programs, or they're involved in what's called the CIT, which is basically they're in training, they're counselors in training, and so that's part of kind of, we look at the center, as a community resource so that a lot of young people your age, this is their first job.
Exactly.
And they get to learn, whether it's through a babysitting class, how to be a good babysitter, or they get to total, what does it mean to be, facility attendant, or lifeguard, or, and this is their first work experience. And
That's
then that
nice.
helps them,
build on from there.
Yeah, and they build a resume out of that, and helps them get their, college applications, and it helps them get their first jobs in school. And then sometimes, I know with Patty, she runs all our camp programs, she'll have kids come back over the summer when they're, off of college and work here, and, they kind of progressively get more responsibilities as they do work.
Nice. How big would you say your staff is?
Well, the core staff, full-time staff is about
nice hangout place.
Yeah, the programming and the administrative, and then we have a whole huge group of part-time staff that are everybody from lifeguards and,
Levels.
we have 2 levels, but we have 2 complex buildings that do from, aerobics and Zumba to, arts classes to our jump program, which is the little early childhood development classes, the little
Oh,
kids.
nice, yeah.
So that's a pretty massive,
Yeah.
I don't even, to be honest, I don't even know
The
the
exact
full number, but
yeah.
I would say dance
Whoa.
room in there, yeah.
Nice. What was the history behind here?
Well, the center was built 11 years ago,
Uh-huh.
and prior to that, there really wasn't. Interesting project for you to ask all the different staff that same question. You may get a lot of different. Like for instance, today, we had upwards of 300 people here for a huge event in our Cascade room. You can see the workshop, beautiful tiles here in our lobby. Big Brothers Big Sisters was here this morning. So.
Nice. What?
Families, local folks who donated money got to have their names on different tiles.
Oh, that's neat.
And yeah, it's really neat. So when you walk through there, they can show their family and friends, this was the tile that, got put in our name for our help on building the center.
Nice. How would you say your location in La Valley is?
We're really kind of a central hub here, and the fact that we're
Festival?
really right next. It's sort of like that, but it's basically honoring local artists that usually choose. Not only people use the center 5 or 6 local artists, and we have a big fundraiser every day after school.
It's a nice hangout place.
Yeah, it's a very good location. I think it's a really special place. I came from San Francisco where I was running all the cultural arts programs, and our parking lot is. I just was really inspired when I first walked into this building. Not just
Cool.
because
How many
of its beauty
floors
and it's
are
obviously
in here? Like how many different levels?
we have 2 levels, but we have 2 complex buildings. So we have the community center here with the big Cascade room, which is our huge event center, and then we have lots of ancillary rooms here, including our senior center. And then if you walk across the courtyard here, we have our aquatics and fitness center, which has our pool and also
weight room and
our weight room and our dance room in there.
Nice. How many people would you make an estimate of how many people do you think come in here daily?
I don't know if I could make an estimate. We should ask the gals at the front desk.
Yeah, they'd probably know.
Yeah, well, we could get a thing, but it's definitely in the hundreds.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be an interesting project for you to ask all the different staff that same question. You may get a lot of different
Answers? All right.
Like for instance today, we had